Greetings, hope you're doing well. No shit. Today I'm doing a quick review of the new Deradoorian album titled Finding the Sun. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video. Angel Deradoorian, former member of the Dirty Projectors, has been going at it solo for about 8 years now, I believe. Her last album, Expanding Flower Planet in 2015, displayed these thickly layered atmospheres of cosmic yet earthly psychedelia melded with some elements of dance and art pop. I personally love the album, and I thought her Eternal Recurrence EP that exhibited these sounds of like ambient drone folk was solid as well. So in Finding Sun, I really didn't know what I was in for based on her sonic trajectory of her past couple of projects, which really had my interest. And after a couple listens, it is easily her most brooding and mesmerizing effort yet. On Expanding Flower Planet, she emphasized filling out the sound with multi-layered vocals and drastic use of effects to present the album in a full fashion, like it was filled with life. Whereas on Finding the Sun, the atmosphere of these tracks are condensely isolated. The coarse sounds, rhythms, and grooves are echoing out into hollow spaces. Sometimes it could be a desert, sometimes it could be a muddy marsh with dying and overgrown greenery. Angel's vocals can be harmonious and pleasant to listen to, but most of the time they are apathetic and monotone, as if she is narrating the grayness of land and life. And they are filtered through this grainy presentation. The execution of all of it is damn near flawless. The album does stumble out of the gate in my opinion with the opener Red Den, which is a bluesy 4-minute intro to the album that just does not set the stage well for the rest of the record in my opinion. It carries very little weight in terms of its impact for me. Following that, however, is Corsican Shores, a track carried with a one-note drum pattern and sketched out guitar licks. The lyrics are portraying a place where Angel reflects on her self-independence based off what I interpreted from the lyrics. SATURNINE, I hope that's how you say that, is a 7-minute dusty track with subtle drones and a murky tone as well. The vocals sound like a grimy prayer begging for death, which is fitting considering how many times the word die and death pop out through the entire track. The Baroque acoustic plucks on the track Monk's Rose paired with the alternating piano rhythms that pop up during the refrain are chilling to say the least. The track then transitions into an amorphous second half with slowed ethereal vocals and dauntingly prolonged keys. The Illuminator is a 9-minute drum-led march with a strayed oriental instrument, definitely a woodwind of some kind, not sure what it is though. There aren't really any melodies or grooves or rhythms. It is a free roaming track where Angel is describing these numerous forms of power at random, as if she is a life-inducing entity of some sort. Angel's vocal delivery is haunting on Waterlily, an acoustic-led track that sounds like I am slowly being pulled into a mist of uncertainty. It Was Me has these dribbling bass lines and percussion and ends up being one of the more animated tracks by comparison. Devil's Market is my favorite track on here. I like the easygoing, somewhat jazzy and air-rated production here, not to mention the subtle vocal melodies on the track are quite earwormy. Mark of Yesterday is a drudgingly angelic track with most of the song featuring these heavenly vocalizations that shine through the achromatic and cloudy atmosphere. The way I felt about Red Den being an underwhelming opener is the exact same way I feel about Sun being an underwhelming closer. It is a 7-minute track that really does not stick the landing for the album. The build-up and progression of the track felt important as the track goes through phases of like sparse bass to racketed guitar passages to a bustling crescendo in the last act, but the payoff is so mundane that it doesn't justify the amount of time to get to that point. Overall, I thought this album was great. I loved how gloomy and bleak it was, not to mention the differing subtle flavorings that each track had to offer. I do think that the album's bookend tracks could have done way more to solidify the experience, but that doesn't take away just how rich the album is with its melancholic ideas. Angel has shown that she has a lot up her sleeve, and I'm really excited to see what she tries next. I'd give it a